All right, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Um, I'm doing another live stream. What was I gonna say? I'm already screwing all over the place. As you guys saw, I had this cool little thing where it's like stream starting short. Stream starting. Blah, I cannot speak at all. The stream is starting shortly. I thought that was pretty cool, but I just checked the replay and Loki was kind of lagging a bit, so I gotta do some fixing there. But it shouldn't be lagging anymore, and we're doing another chill little stream. I'm reading you guys' chat saying hello. How much have you spent on this project so far? What project do you mean in specific? Do you mean this airline? I would love it if you could be a bit more specific on that. But yeah, guys, we're doing another stream, and you know, I don't expect to get as many viewers now since it is 6:41 p.m. my time, and since I do have a lot of my fans are based in like European time zones, so they're sleeping right now. Obviously, it's like, I don't know, like 2 in the morning for them right now. So yeah, but I thought just doing the stream because, you know, there's a lot of things that have been happening, and, you know, I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about it. So so I'm going to go through all my main announcements first, and then I'll go ahead and answer any questions that you guys have. Also, let me just check the stream out to make sure everything's working fine, because as I did say, the beginning was a bit laggy. I just want to make sure it still isn't laggy. So I don't know what's going on. Usually it's not like this, but so far it seems fine. So I think we're fine. I can go ahead and continue the stream, but first things first. So a lot of you guys were concerned about episode 7. It was supposed to come out. I was hoping to get it out tonight, actually, but for most people, it'd be tomorrow. But as you may have seen my announcement, I just went through the recordings yesterday, and my voice just sounded really bad in the video. And, you know, I was not feeling well a couple days ago. I've recovered for the most part, but I did lose my voice, and I guess my voice hadn't fully recovered. So yeah, I hope to get it out by Saturday or Sunday. And also, because of the new Roblox Chat update, I also have to make some changes and talk about that as well, because this is an update that significantly affects Ro-Aviation a lot. So I think it's important to discuss that moving forward. But first things first, I want to show you guys a clip of the video that I recorded yesterday. See, I don't know if my voice is fully recovered. Let me know what you guys think. I also did get a new microphone, so maybe I just kind of sound different on the new microphone. But I genuinely wasn't sounding the best yesterday, and I want you guys to like hear it for yourself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open Premiere Pro right now, and I'll show you guys it. But I think I think it's pretty funny. So yeah. All right, so I'm pulling it up right now. I hope it doesn't lag the stream, but because I don't know, Premiere Pro can be a bit laggy, so you guys can't see anything yet, but I'm pulling it up. Let's see. Pull this up. No. Almost done, guys. I'm getting it there. Like this. All right. So we are in Premiere Pro, right? So I have this clip of me recording my intro from yesterday, and I want you guys to hear like my voice. Hold on, I gotta disable all the sounds. As you guys know, I'm not used to streaming, so I'm just trying to get used to this. But let's disable this and just put the. So I want you guys to listen to this and tell me what you guys think. So yeah. If this even works. I don't know. It's kind of laggy for me right now. Can't even let me press the bait button. Okay, can we do this? There we go. All right, guys, and welcome back to episode 7 of my How to Make a Roblox Airline series. Now, guys, can you finally believe it? We finally made it to the final episode. After 6 long months and me being inactive for most of it, like I was supposed to finish this series back in September, we finally made it to the last episode. Now, originally, I was going to dedicate this series... Now, originally, I was going to dedicate this episode to anything that I didn't cover in the previous episodes or Now, originally, I was going to dedicate this episode to things that I didn't talk about in previous episodes that I still think that is important to talk about. However, many of you requested for me to talk about airline. Now, as you can see, I definitely had some struggles speaking, and I had to like redo my lines multiple times, which usually I do that a lot when I have to record my videos anyways. I try to like, getting it perfect out there, and, I do mess up a lot of times. I don't know if it's like a speech impediment problem. I don't think I have a speech impediment problem, but I just notice I end up like making mistakes. I end up saying something I wasn't supposed to say a lot, so it takes me quite a while to record these kind of clips to get it perfect. I don't know why, but as you can see, especially in this part right here, my voice was really struggling, and I don't know, I thought it was just cool to show you guys this. So yeah, so I was supposed to have this video out by like tonight or tomorrow morning, but it's being delayed. Probably it's going to come out on January 11th. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So there it is. Let's go ahead and move back to Roblox Studio now. And we might do some development work. I don't know, might do other stuff, but I'll finally start reading some of your guys' chat messages. So let me go ahead and do that. But so how much have you spent on this project so far? So I believe you're talking about like the series and like the airline itself. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have an exact estimate, but I'm trying to remember. So this airport, well, not this airport, but like the destination airport right here, which by the way, for you guys who don't know, I have a new destination airport, not a new one, but like I finally have a destination airport for Kiwi Air. This is Auckland Airport in New Zealand. Since we are a New Zealand based airline, even though I personally have nothing to do with New Zealand, I only did that because that's in the name Kiwi Air, and Kiwis, I don't know, has something to do with New Zealand. So there's that. And so this costed 1,300 Robux. As you can tell, it's a pretty good destination airport. If I go to, I don't know, if I go to the other Gold Coast Airport right here, as I mentioned in previous episode, costed me about 1,700 Robux. So that's already almost like roughly around 3,000 Robux right there. Within all the tech, maybe uniforms definitely cost at least 500 for me. Uniforms, I don't know why, but they can be pretty expensive getting custom uniforms. Well, not custom, but like, high quality uniforms. I don't know why. They can be expensive, but I think it's a worth it investment. Probably another like 1,000 Robux just on technology alone. Honestly, like even like 2,000 Robux. And then just other tiny assets, maybe 1,000 Robux. I'd say around 5,000 in total. But also, I did like have these ground crew technology from like past years. I didn't buy it for the series. Like I already owned a lot of them. So I don't know if I'm really including that, but like from the gate agent system, the self check-in, the plane itself and all that. The plane, this plane's really expensive. It's like 2,000 Robux. So it can be a bit pricey, but a lot of you have been asking me about, oh, how can I start my airline on a budget? I've linked a lot of like, cheaper, not cheaper, but like there's still some decent quality planes for like a lower price you can get. I listed them back in episode 2. So you can definitely work with that. And once you get more Robux, more revenue going, then you can just switch over to, upgrading your tech, which that's what happened to me, guys. Look, when I started running a Roblox airline 6 years ago, like when quarantine started, I had nothing to do. I was like bored out of my mind. I'm like, let me start running an airline. I started with like honestly free models, and my airline had a bad reputation for having free models, but eventually, I was able to upgrade tech. I was able to get Robux, and slowly but surely, I built up my like standards, and I've gotten to the point where I am now, almost like 6 years later. Well, I've been at the standard for a couple of years now, but like at least 3 years later, So, it takes a lot of time and dedication. I'm gonna go more into this about like about, getting people to join your airline stuff when episode 7 actually comes out, but I just wanted to, talk about that. So let's go ahead and read some more of your guys' chat comments. So you should go to a JetBlue flight. I've been to a JetBlue flight many times. I've done 2 videos on it and a live stream on it. I don't know if it's the same JetBlue that's owned by WorldDev, but if it's a different JetBlue, I'll definitely check it out. But if it's the same one that's owned by WorldDev, which I don't think they exist anymore. I think they rebranded or something. I'm not too sure, but I won't be visiting that one anymore because I've just visited them twice, and I think that's unfair if I review them more. So, how can I make a realistic airport? You can make a realistic airport. I'd say my best advice is just use references off the real airport. So how to make a realistic airport? I think it helps if you build your airport based off an airport that exists in real life. I'm currently working on a Fort Lauderdale project right now. I'm working on Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Well, I've been slow on it because I've been, focusing on all this, but once I'm done with this series, I'm going to get back to development on it. Just look through like satellite images like Google Earth, look at videos online on what the interior of the airport looks like, look at pictures. That really helps in making a realistic airport because you're basing it off a real airport, which by itself is realistic enough. The other part of determining if it's realistic is just your development skills. But I'd say my best advice for that, just paying attention to the small details too. And honestly, I think it's easier to build an airport when it's based off a real life airport, in my opinion. So there's that. The chat update is annoying. I agree. The chat update is annoying, and I'm going to get more into that once I finish making my comments, reading questions. So what mic do you have now? So I have a... Let me actually look up what it was because I kind of forgot. It's a Logitech Yeti GX dynamic mic. It costed about $170, but honestly, I think it was worth it. I don't know if it's the best mic out there, but after doing some research, and also I literally just walked into my local Best Buy the day before Christmas just to look for a new microphone. I saw this and I was looking through it. I saw the reviews were pretty good. I don't know. I'm not like too much of a tech person, and I thought it was a pretty good mic, so I did it. When I came home. I mean, not when I came home, but like when Christmas happened and I like got the new mic and I tested it for the first time, I like connected it and I tried out the mic without adjusting any of the settings. And I'm like, what kind of piece of crap is this? And so I was a bit disappointed at first, but then I realized you have to download the software and tweak through all the settings. So I did that and it sounds a lot better now. So I'm really happy with how it turned out now. If you notice in the last stream, I did have like a bit of an issue where you could hear like the thumping noises of like me using my mouse on my desk. I've since fixed that. I'm right now, how my setup is, it's kind of weird. I kind of have a mini table underneath my regular table and I have my microphone on that and I have like boxes stacked on it so it could reach my mouth. Because I need to keep the microphone not on my table or else you hear the thumping noises, so it's like on a separate thing. Like if you hear this, you can probably hear like the noises from the boxes, but if I like tap my desk, you can't really hear as much compared to the last stream. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I just have to be used to talking a lot closer to the mic now because that's just how I wasn't with my other mic. So I'm just talking a lot closer now. So I think I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think I sound a lot better, and it's definitely will be a lot better for the stream. I mean, not for streams and for videos as well, of course. What are you doing with the new chat verification? I'm going to get into that in just a bit. If you haven't already, would you be able to do a bit how to import tech in airports? Okay, so tech is really easy. You basically just go into the file which you downloaded and you just drag and drop it onto Roblox Studio. For airports, it can be a bit more difficult. I don't know, should I show you how to do it now or show you in the next episode? Let me know. Do you want me to do it now or like just showcasing in the next episode? It's not too difficult, but I can see why people may have issues with inserting like... Okay, let's put it this way. I don't want to make you confused. So if you're talking just like the airport itself, usually the airport, it's going to come in a Roblox Studio file. You just open it and you can honestly just start working from there. But let's say from a destination airport where you need to like transfer it to another game, that can be a bit more difficult. So I can definitely walk you through how to do that as well. So, what do you use for the FOV slider? I literally just looked up. I go to the toolbox, I looked up FOV slider, and I just picked one out of there, like a popular one. This one looks kind of old, but you know it works. I was also going to go through this in episode 7, basically like finalizing your airport. You probably want to add an FOV slider, especially from a YouTuber perspective. It's just really nice having an FOV slider to get like more cinematic pictures and stuff. So, any tips for starting an airline? I probably haven't started an airline yet, or just because I can't find any names for it. Well, go back to episode 1, watch episode 1, and hopefully that'll give you a good start. What's the difference between a destination and a terminal? Would a terminal kind of be like a Lego set where you kind of build it as you go? I'm not too sure what you quite mean about that, but I know destination's like a destination airport, but like a terminal could be like part of the airport where they have a bunch of gates at. It's just basically like a way of sectioning off airports to kind of just for organization reasons. Like there'll be terminal 1, terminal 2, terminal 3, and then there's different gates there. It's like a section of the airport, I guess. So that's just the best way how I could describe it. I've been trying to do Little Rock, and I've been there many times, but I just can't find too many good videos. So yeah, that's also the issue. It's just that find an airport where there's just a lot of like coverage on it. If you like don't have much coverage, it's obviously going to be a lot harder. But you know, the next time you go to that airport in real life, take a lot of pictures if you can. Don't do it in the security area because you don't want to get in trouble, right? But like take as many pictures as you can that you'll need and that you'll think will be helpful. Videos are even better, so just do that. So, will you be able to help me in my airline that I've started recently a week ago? I've tried to find staff and I couldn't find. Unfortunately, I cannot do that because I'm just really busy with a lot of stuff on my own. You know, I got Kiwi Air, I got, you know, doing videos, school. You know, I'm graduating from high school soon, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm just, you know, preparing for that. And yeah, I've watched episode 1 like 60,000 times. Well, I mean, if you can be a bit specific, I can try to help you with that. But okay, I think I've answered most of your guys' questions. Now let's talk about the chat update. So as you guys know, last night's when I first heard, Roblox finally implemented its infamous chat update where basically you can't chat with other users unless you go through a verification system where an AI basically tries to determine how old it thinks you are, and then they put you in a certain like age group where you can only talk with people in your like that certain age group. I forgot how the specifics are. Let me actually go on Twitter or on X now, sorry, and look at what they're talking about. So let's go ahead and do that. So give me 1 second. Why can I not put it on here? What the heck's going on? This is why I have to get used to streaming. This is why I have to get used to streaming. In the meanwhile, lol, I thought you were in college. Yeah, people tell me that, but I'm a high school senior, so yeah, I'm still in high school, so there you go for that. Why is it not working? All right, screw it. We're just gonna have to do it this way. So, hello, you see my stream over here? Cool. Oh, you see some stuff. What a lot of fun. Okay, here we are on X. So let's go on Roblox. They talked about this on their Roblox. This was it. So yesterday they made the announcement. We're committed to providing a safe place to play for all of our users, regardless of age. Starting today, our age check requirements to chat is rolling out globally wherever chat is available. And then they just go over this. So this is the age group. This is the age group. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I'm just saying you could probably assume how old I am. If I were to verify myself and the AI were to guess it correctly, I would be in the 13 to 20 age range. So, so as you see, I guess it's kind of a way to put safety measures on Roblox, because as you know, last year there were a lot of like, I don't know if I can say this word, but PDF file allegations, and there were a lot of allegations, and there was this whole incident. I'm sure you were there. You probably heard about it, and I think this has something to do with that, but they're kind of approaching it the wrong way. Basically, everyone has kind of been agreeing on the same idea where you should probably be targeting those people who are committing those illegal actions themselves, like banning them, instead of rolling out this huge chat update to where everyone's affected, and it basically significantly affects the platform and how to socialize with other people. So it's definitely interesting how they're approaching this. I think it's just kind of interesting in my opinion. I could see why a lot of people, I mean, for myself, I'm obviously against this, and I'm sure everyone else is against this update. Nobody wants to, you know, it's really bad. Like, I don't know, like, it's just frustrating, honestly, especially within the Ro-Aviation community. It's going to be a big issue since Ro-Aviation airlines, I mean, let's be honest, tech groups are not affected by this at all, but like airlines, we use the chat system a lot. We kind of rely off of it, and now seeing that we can't really, you know, use it, it's just disappointing. So I'm honestly 50-50 whether Roblox is going to revert this or not. I just hope it gets that much backlash to the point where like Roblox stocks start going down, they lose revenue. Because I think honestly what will really drive them to revert this update is if they start losing revenue. I think money is the only way it's going to really like drive them, because like if they'll get as much backlash as they'll expect. Like, they're expecting a lot of backlash, obviously, but they won't really care. They'll only care if they like start losing money, because when you're just $1 billion corporation like that, that's just the reality. So, you know, Roblox used to be a fun place where they actually cared about their like, you know, fan base like 10 years ago, but now they just become all corporate, which, you know, that's what happens when you become really big. So that's just the reality. But as you see, these are what the people are saying about it. One of the worst updates ever. And, you know, so it's just interesting, honestly. It's just really interesting. So, you know, back to here. I'm going to join the game in a second and show you how this, like, you know, update has affected the airport and all that. But let's see what you guys are chatting about. Actually, it's more flexible than I thought. All right, let's read through this chat. It's actually more flexible than I thought. What do you mean by this in specific? I think you're talking about the age the like chat system and like the verification thing. Anything but unbanning Schlep and hiring him. Yeah, but I think why Roblox doesn't do this, like get involved with like the whole like, you know, defending Schlep kind of thing. I don't know. I think it's just kind of weird, but I'm just trying to look at it from their perspective. It's about like how they just don't want to get involved directly with like dealing with these, you know, quote unquote files, even though they should. They kind of just want to take, I guess, more proactive measures to prevent future ones from happening. I don't know. I think it's just because it's just a bad look for Roblox already. And if they get involved in any way, shape, or form, they think it'd look bad for them even more. But, you know, if they at least did the right thing and, you know, banned these people, then it would be a lot better than what they're going through right now. So, I don't know. But, I really agree, because, you know, Ro-Aviation is going to be hard communicating, especially with employees, etc. Yeah, it's going to be really hard. I guess from the staff perspective, it's not really affected, since a lot of airlines, they communicate with staff during flights during Discord. But with passengers, you know, you have to use chat and stuff. So, you know, if you can't chat with anyone, there's like no point in doing the flight, basically. I believe there's like third-party chat systems where you could use a different chat system, not a Roblox, like the default Roblox one. But I've heard that people are getting banned for that, so it's a bit risky. We just have to see where things go. But um, also you do have like the PM system with the Adonis admin. So if you were to PM, you could like PM passengers still. And the reality is that not everyone's going to verify themselves. A lot of people have concerns with kind of just like, verifying themselves and what Roblox does with their information kind of thing, which, is understandable. Like for me, I'm not going to verify myself right away. I'm going to wait to see if Roblox decides to like revert the update or if any changes happen, because I'm sure some change has to happen, right, guys? But if not, and eventually we're just forced to stick with it, I may eventually do it because it's just for the convenience, even though I don't really want to. I mean, it's a lot better than uploading your ID because this is just your face. Like, there's still a lot of privacy risk to that, but it's better than just uploading your ID like how you used to do to get voice chat. So, there's that. PMs don't work, and I tried it. Oh, that's really disappointing if PMs don't work. Oh, that's going to be so disappointing. But announcements, from what the chat is saying, announcements seem to do still work. So that is still pretty good. What do you think of the new Roblox Studio UI? I think the UI actually looks really nice. It fits more with their modern theme that they're trying to go for. Like, they have the certain thing they're going for, and it fits a lot better. Honestly, a lot of people might not like it, but I think it looks a lot more cleaner, to be honest. Still looking for the buttons and getting, recognizing the new, like, pictures and getting used to it. I could see why people don't like it at the beginning, but I think it looks pretty clean. I don't mind the new or old one. Like, I don't mind either. So, I don't know why they're putting restrictions on Roblox general chat. Most of the inappropriate behavior is on Discord. This is true. Most of the inappropriate behavior does does happen on Discord, but they meet these people through Roblox mainly, and then they like ask them, hey, what's your Discord and all that. So Discord definitely should be taking some action against those kind of inappropriate activity, but they're just really after Roblox on it. And maybe Roblox is taking these precautious measures just to prevent a huge lawsuit from coming in. I don't know, but it's definitely possible. Right, so let's join the airport real quick. I'm not gonna allow you guys to join it, sorry guys, but it's still in development, and I don't want to like ruin everything for the for the actual until the actual flight happens. So I'm gonna load it in real quick, and then we're gonna join, and I'm gonna show you what I've been talking about. So, wrong thing. Let me just find it real quick. QE Air, Gold Coast Airport. So yeah, the flight was supposed to be this Saturday, but I did postpone it to next Saturday. And there's a possibility we could postpone it again, honestly. It really depends on how we deal with this chat update, because it came just right in time. So that was really fun. But yeah. Let's go and do this.